Peace reflections and divine greetings to the chosen ones. Today I'm just gonna give a little bit more tips on how you can ascend, right? Yeah, because like I said, there's a lot going on. So, a few things you would want to keep in mind though, right, is you were born into a matrix system, right? But you were created lifetimes, many lifetimes ago. So there's a lot of old souls here, but there's also a lot of new souls here, like baby souls here. And like there's a lot of forced reincarnated souls here. So like we have a lot of trauma or unexperienced souls here, traumatized or unexperienced souls here, my bad. So that's why we come here with a lot of different random fears and blockages within our energies. Yeah, and that's just something that you would have to work on, because you can attract other bad timelines, right? The timelines you don't want to experience, because it will download experiences into your subconscious and all your other cells and bodies as well, to where you will either attract other spirits or other handicaps, I'll say, like blockages within your energy. So that could be a lot of different things. But I'm just gonna phrase it like that. You're gonna have to use your own brain. Right. So also part of the matrix, right, that you've been born in. Like how I said before, like you can't really see what's happening in a situation if you're in the situation. But when you take a step outside of the situation, that's when you can see the full picture. Just like thinking outside of the box. So yeah, when you try to decipher what you're doing, right? Because this matrix has coded us to act and think in a lot of different ways. That's bullshit. That hinders us and stops us from evolving in other ways. Yeah. So you're just gonna want to tap into your you're gonna want to learn how to tap into your spirit or spirit itself, so then you can find out who you truly are in the spiritual realm. Everything on this material realm is like a hologram and a reflection of what's going on in the higher dimensions. And I say a hologram because remember, everything is made out of light, dense light. That's what energy is. So energy is, God is energy becoming consciousness, right? So this conscious source of energy is a generator, operator, and destroyer. And that's why you have to learn to embrace your light and dark energies, because all the other balanced polarities in any sort, or like any case or whatever, because excuse me, because just like it says here, God is a generator and a destroyer. So those are two polarities, but that third element that helps them, you know, do, like, know what to do in the case of generating or destroying is that operator element. And yeah, also God is a collection of consciousness. So like a collection of different energies or entities and spirits. And all these energies are like elements. Like you have to break down what, cause when I hear the words element, government, and environment, I hear the word mental. So you just have to break down the other words like Ellie and environ, and obviously govern is like for them to govern our minds. Yeah, that's also a reflection, or not a reflection. That also symbolizes how everything comes from the mind first. So that's another reason why something comes from nothing. Because when it was darkness, it was just a vibration, a wave. And then when it became light, when it created light, thank you, Ra. Ra's like, oh yeah, I'm outside, by the way, because Ra and Kai helped, burn all this fake ass snow off the ground. So I got a little spot to chill in. Thank y'all. Anyway, Ra's heating me up right now. I don't know, he burnt up all the fucking clouds just so I could, chill, you feel me? I just gotta really acknowledge them because they're really great. I love them. This is my true family type shit. What was I saying? Generator, operator, destroyer. Embrace your light and dark. The environment. Yeah, so everything comes from your mind first. Right, because okay, so I'm all caught up now. Everything was a wave right before it collapsed into a particle. So when it was a vibration, it was still in darkness. And when darkness created that light or whatever, that's when things started to collapse into particles. That's when chaos, decided what it wanted to become, right? And then that's why that's why I also say everything is God, because God had to decide to become the mushroom that they had, the giant mushroom that they had to scorch and break into 1,000 pieces to become this rock, and then erode over time through weathering a bunch of different storms, of whatever it had to face in life. And then, yeah, I'm sure that's not where these rocks came from. These ones came from factories. But I'm just saying, for the natural rocks that you'll find in nature, in the true forests and woods, because a lot of these parks are exactly what that is, just parks. Or like, some territory that they just left there, they trim the hedges type shit so that, to blend into the territory. This place is fucked up. Man. But, yeah, God had to, like, while it was still a wave, before it became a particle, it had to do that. So that's exactly what you are, by the way. Like how I said, we're, separately vibration frequencies, and, all these things that energy is before it can become energy, because it's just chaos. It's chaos that's decided to be on that frequency of order. And then, yeah, another thing you should remember for ascending is your inner self is connected to all. And what I mean by that is like what's inside of you is what is above you. So that's why I was saying like quote unquote astrals and cosmos and shit, because that's really just your mind. And yeah, the stars that we be seeing, it's just spaceships. And some portals and shit, and other different kinds of advanced starships, I'll say. Like star systems as well. But it depends on what you're looking at, where, and like where you are. And also depends on the how clear the sky is, because like how Raj just cleared up the sky just now, there's different layers of clouds that's like blinding us to what's going on at all times of the day. Yeah, because like also keep in mind, time isn't real, so that's gonna help you learn how to think a little faster, so you can learn how your thoughts are forming and where they're coming from. And yeah, that'll help trace back to your inner self. But yeah, when I say embrace your light and your darkness, like I'm just talking about all of your different polarities of your energy. So that involves your feminine and masculine energies. And yeah, I've spoken this before, like there's this thing in your natal chart where if you can balance the masculine and feminine energies, I think in your sun and moon chart, or I think they just compared it to doing that, compared balancing your sun and moon to balancing your masculine and feminine energies. But yeah, if you're able to do that, you can like create another element within you, another energy in motion, right? Another emotion or spirit that can, I forgot what exactly it was for, but I finished reading all of the stuff on the natal chart, so I'm gonna go look at all of my information now. And then also another thing for Ascension, just like how they programmed us, right, in their programming centers, the schools and churches, and like there's different kinds of programming centers that they forced us into. But yeah, like how they had to repeatedly show this shit to us. Yeah, you're gonna have to want to study this shit again and again and again, or at least be comfortable with doing that as like a replacement for scrolling through social media, because you get bored of that shit, but you still choose to do it anyway for some reason type shit. So like instead of being a bot, just go ahead and try to learn yourself something new. All right. Oh yeah, we're in a matrix because we are prisoners of spiritual war and galactic war. So this is a battle for your soul, your mind, your spirit, and at the end of your lifetime, your body, or even before your life gets started, your body, because there's a lot of different kinds of rituals for a lot of different kinds of things that these people, like in the government and like the celebrities and shit of all sorts, they gotta participate in this bullshit. When I say all sorts, I mean like, what's his name? The famous scientists or philosophers and shit too. Like, all sorts of celebrities have to participate in this matrix so that they can hold their positions and keep their power. And yeah, they didn't know what they were getting into for real, so now they're stuck serving a false god. So they're like, what the fuck is this entity? Must be a god, but no, it's a false god. Still a kind of god, still, an entity of power and, all that, but bro isn't on the level to where he has authority, real authority. That's what it is to do what he's doing. He's like that Wizard of Oz. Yeah. We're made of different spirits that other spirits try to conquer, because our spirits, that was all I wrote, but to follow up on that, the reason they do this is because our spirits hold, power to create. Again, I'm talking to the chosen ones. And also, again, the earthlings that have been ascending. Because, like I said, y'all have the technology to ascend. And you're not your bodies. Your bodies are technology, including your spirits and all that. And your consciousness and your awareness is who you truly are. Just awareness, aware. But yeah, for you to become something, you had to choose all these different spirits and bodies and da-da-da-da-das. But the physical body, the material body, is a piece of technology that works like all the other quote-unquote advanced technologies that we see, that is more mechanical. So like the engines in cars, the computers, like our bodies are technically cars because cars have all that shit, including cameras now. And I'm pretty sure they got all the other types of shit. So like imagine if they had those one sensors that can pick up on certain smells too. And what's cool about those sensors is they can pick up on like different radiation within the smells and different acid levels of whatever the fuck is in the chemical in that smell type shit. Yeah, so it's connect to your environment and technology, because yeah, like I said, our bodies are technology, and we understood this on a deeper level when we were still in Egypt. That's why that's also why when we're still called Atlanteans, that's when they tried to expose, like, yeah, they were real advanced back in the day, back in the past. So we're not the first advanced civilization, and they're actually more advanced than us too. And all of that is true to an extent, because the government is still holding a lot of, I'm gonna just say Star Wars level advanced stuff. Like they got some, low level spaceships. Like they're not all the way up there to like what we were doing, but Yeah, they still got some good technology. So it's not like, oh, they still got a lot of good technology that we weren't exposed to. So I'm not gonna say we don't know of this stuff. We're just they didn't expose it to us. Yeah. Oh, we also have to cleanse our energy on all levels. So we gotta eat right, right? We gotta consume more things. Like I said before, stop masturbating. Like even if you're eating right, don't just eat the berries and apples because that's the only thing you can eat and you want to snack or eat at the moment type shit. Like, it's okay to snack, but you also have to know when to eat and, like I said, how to eat it. Super chewing your food and eating during certain periods of the day, you know, because that'll help your stomach get enough time to wake up and uh, yeah, be able to digest a lot better later on during the day. And you want to be more physical during the day and more mental during the night, because of what those planetary structures represent and how they reflect our consciousness with the inside of us. Because like I said, everything the outside of you is inside of you. Everything above you is just reflecting the inside of you that's in your mind, like how your heart chakra represents the earth. So then, therefore, your crown chakra would represent the heavens. Um, see you tomorrow. Thanks for your help today. All right. Ra's flying to the other side of the planet. Oh yes. Okay. So, you're also gonna want to get into like sage and shit like that for your spiritual protection and for your not protection but cleansing and cleaning your energy. And then also for your emotional cleansing, you're gonna have to cut some people off type shit and cut off other things that either just, like I said, when you masturbate you just get bursts of amusement out of it instead of a uh source, like a long-term source of energy, right? Of like some kind of fuel. Um and yeah, the reason why I said cut people off is because it's also for spiritual and mental protection, because people like to play mind games with you and like yeah, that weighs on your heart type shit. uh um so your mind, right? You're gonna want to stop doing certain things obsessively and try to start doing things with purpose, and then just at least get used to adding that to your cycle, right? Because that's what we're running off of. That's our subconscious is controlling us by running off of cycles that our conscious has fed it. And so like how the moon reflects the sun's light, the moon is our subconscious, right? And it's lit up by our conscious, the sun. And the moon it pulls with its magnetic whatever thing that it's got going on, it pulls the ocean towards it, right? The sea, which represents our emotions type shit. So, like, all of that is how our energies lead each other and work in harmony. But yeah, they know this, and they've been working against us on that level. I'll just say that. You already know who they is, so don't ask me who they is. The ops, the real ops. So that was the. Okay, I think that was it. Oh, right. Okay, so next is learn to astral project and channel from spirit. So, when I say channel from spirit, I forgot to write this down because, I gotta start looking certain things up again and learning them again, because that's why we gotta just keep reading certain things or watching certain videos to teach us. Like, we just gotta keep doing that for certain time periods. So, like, say you do that certain times during the week for like 2 weeks during a month out this whole year, and then next month you try to pick up on something new. Not next month, but next year you try to pick up on something new. So then you'll do that same thing. You'll learn something new, and it's a full moon today, awesome. You'll learn something new over the course, like, you'll take let's say 4 hours out your day reading something and watching some videos, right? For 2 or 3 days out of 2 weeks out of every month of the next year, and then you pick up on something new the next year. So that's why they also say, like, ascension can be a lifelong journey, right? But if you're playing certain video games, you've probably learned that it doesn't have to take the whole course of the whole gameplay. You can just achieve certain abilities so that you can go play the game however you want, type shit. So that's also one of the goals of the Chosen Ones, except that we're not just gonna play the game however we want. We got a mission. Yeah. Multi-dimensional energy. Oh, okay. Our avatar receives multi-dimensional energies and uses it to live and create our worlds with it. To live, in the world that we create with that energy. I think I've already explained this in a few other videos, right? How energy extends beyond dimensions. So the energy that we use to direct our attention to something, right? Because where attention goes, energy flows, your conscious energy. So whatever intention comes behind that flow of attention. Oh, someone's calling my other phone. Okay. Ugh.